Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another great night of Counter-Strike. I am your friendly neighborhood host, Smokey, and alongside me, my good brother. Welcome. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing very good. I'm Expo. Yeah, we got a great game here from Omen. Right now, Omen are up 2-0 in the season to start.
I have to say, it's been a very surprising start to the season. Omen, formerly known as MILKED, they were in ESEA main last season, just got promoted with a really good run over in the main playoffs in season 52. YIPPEEE were middle of the pack on ESEA advanced last season.
This is
As
interesting.
As I say, trades back and forth both Weenie and T-Berry. But it looks like they're going to go ahead and opt to go towards mid. Drop down 2 canals. Line them up, knock them down. MP9 and Rouge kills a piece. Wine going to go ahead and make sure the bomb has been covered.
This is surely too hard of a retake.
Oh yeah, I was about to say. I mean, you've got set on lock, and at this point, you could go ahead and play for exits. You got, I think, that's
Omen,
over towards. No, it's
just
Jacob
playing by the book.
Yeah, basically play towards the exits. Try to get yourself a good exit frag. Make it a little bit, pad your economy a little bit. Maybe get out with, yeah, because Jacob's got a smoke. So in reality, yeah, he's the last one alive. Because so hard with this. He's gonna lose that util. And that's.
I kind of figured seeing that kit they were going to go for that retake, but yeah, I mean, you almost do feel like it'd be better to save the utility at that point.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's potential, especially with like the headshot power of the USPS. But I mean, and you do have the kit, but in like a 2v4 situation on a map as moldable as you can with as Anubis, like it's almost like wet putty in the hands of terrorists. Like they can dictate this, they can dictate the speed and progression of this game very quickly.
That volley is barely missing them. This is actually kind of astonishing.
See, MP9's about to get a face full of lead.
Oh, this is scary.
Oh no!
The flash fell into the trap.
Flash is good, but not good enough. Uba with a nice opening kill on the USPS. This is a headshot.
The bomb here is outside B. They're going to get E-box control. You'd have to imagine that this is a sustainable post plant, even with
Chris, my lord, the quad. Can he get the ace? Oh, not quite the ace. We will go ahead and scoop up the last kill. That's an easy
hit there.
Oh no, yeah, 100%. Let's say line him up, knock him down, baby. Just more stat padding.
Yeah, I think really on Anubis, the bread and butter, it's this T side. On modern Anubis, you have to run a very good T side if you want to win this map. So everything we've seen from Omen so far has shown that they have good T side fundamentals in their previous games. So I think this is going to be very promising.
Let's say they played 2 fairly decent teams from last season coming into their first over in advance. They played AMP, they won 13-7. And they played Vireo Pro, they won 13-7 as well. And both those teams finished middle of the pack last season in advance. So I have pretty high hopes. And with the strong start they've had towards this game, especially on T side, I don't want to say they're going to run away with it, but I mean, if we're looking at numbers here, I'm pretty confident that coming towards the end of this as this half continues to develop. MP9 once again poking towards mid.
Here we go at the B main push.
Real quick. More spray down with the Galil. Yeah, I was about to say, playing for his life. Oh, he gets another kill before T-Berry gets it. Absolutely insane.
Now he does have the bomb.
Bing is coming in from E-Box. Doesn't matter. He's about to get swung on. They can double swing him.
The jump timing.
The jump timing is incredible. I was about to say, MP9 with the trade, and this is another one for the books. Oh my goodness.
You know, I feel like Omen can really thrive in those rounds where it's like, it almost feels like it's too chaotic and like they're going to lose control. But it seems like they're always very aware of what's going on. They don't lose their composure in rounds like that, I feel.
Yeah, it was a little chaotic, and I think they do thrive, especially with how they were playing in ESEA main, like they thrive in the chaos, but they are a good example of order and discipline within the ESEA community. And it was a little, I will say, it was a little scary coming towards the end of that round. You only had two T's up, but okay. Rue poking towards Dark, gets a couple tags, and that was on, I do believe, Jacob. T-Berry taking some damage as well. Bingus tossing a molly, making sure nobody gets a little antsy towards a main. Looks like the rest, it's going to be a 4-1. 4A, and then 1 on the Bravo side. But as we see, Omen have been keeping themselves a little bit disciplined, opting to poke as little bit as possible, not necessarily tipping their hand too much. And MP9 once again pushing towards mid. He's gotten that classic mid push down. Hasn't really met a whole lot of resistance.
I'm a little worried that Omen have the
stacks.
wrong read here. They look like they're about to walk straight into this. It could definitely get messy.
Oh no, yeah, I was about to
With
say,
one
like,
molly left, it's... I don't know if that one molly is going to be enough to help them break this setup.
Would force one out from Waterfall, and Bingus gets a double 4 falling. Kapansky takes one from Rue with the trade on to Jacob, and that's another solid round by Omen. They only lose Bingus.
Stack sight, no problem for Omen, apparently.
Pistols take one, but not much else. And now we see a nice full buy by Team YIPPEEE. Booba taking out the op. We'll see what the sniper can do. And Wine with an op as well. See if we can get some op on op action.
Player named Booba. Yeah, I'm definitely really interested here because it does look like that op's gonna probably start off E-Box. No, starting off Temple looking main. Okay.
So let's see. E-Box is a pretty classic look, but the main ones are pretty good as well.
And of course that's where Ween is set up currently.
Yeah, Rugen who smoke. Oh, gets absolutely denied. T-Berry with the initial kill. Bingus with the trade. Booba gets a kill with the op as well. Bingus once again trying to make a name for himself. Sprays come down. It's going to be 2 on 3. Chris taking down the sniper.
That is a huge kill from Chris.
That is huge, but they've got the HP advantage on the CT side. And once again, they don't have sight, but still a lot of time left to play. A little bit over a minute left in the round. So they can let the CT stew in their own mess. Ween pushing towards mid. Getting a little bit more map control. And, oh man, do they decide to jump through canals? Maybe not. They might just push through towards A site from mid. That would be the play.
Yeah, they do seem to have found the correct gap here. Now, the question is whether or not YIPPEEE are going to find this timing on them, because it is definitely possible that Kapans? 10? I don't know how to say their name. It's definitely possible they're going to get the timing back into main before Omen are a bit ready.
I was about to say, it's going to be a head-on-head battle right here. Kapansky already in main, right towards the entrance of site.
And the time's starting to get low enough that this could definitely get sketchy.
They've got to make a move. Man, that is such a late smoke. They've only got about 10 seconds left to plant. Chris taking a lot of damage.
Has to stick that. Oh, unfortunate miss.
Why misses an op shot?
Good attempt in the 1v2, but that initial miss from Ween kind of set up the other team to pick that up in the retake.
Yeah, I mean, that first shot would have been a deal breaker for the CT side. If nothing else, could have at least pushed off the advancing, the other CT. I think it was Kapants or T-Berry, I do believe. Oh, was it Booba? I think it was Booba. Yes, Booba. Booba could have like been pushed off if he got the initial kill over towards a waterfall CT. Would have made it a little bit more doable. I mean, they at least did get the bomb down, and they're up 4-1. So I mean, it's nowhere near the end of the world. It'll be interesting to see. They got plenty of money in the bank too. AKs,
yeah, I mean, really, the only concession is that they don't have that op again going into this round, and YIPPEEE are going to have that op.
Yeah, that's a tough loss too. Like, if you can toss the op out of the map and, you know, yank it away from the CT's hands, then that's really like the best bet what you can do. Just unfortunate that they gave it up. Oh, nice flash in though. Venus getting a lot of damage done, and the molly coming in through as well. Oh my goodness,
barely holding on.
That's the 11 HP in a dream, just making it off molly with the smoke and having to fall back towards sight. And MP9 trying to go through the smoke spray. A little bit of damage done over towards T-Berry.
Interesting aggressive angle here, but maybe a bit too much.
Let's see. Wine gets the kill. I'm gonna smoke it straight through as well. Jacob might opt to fall back. He does. Sting ready for the B main aggression. Chris creeping up as well.
I do think Omen have done a good job controlling the pace of this game and keeping YIPPEEE really on their toes a lot.
Oh, 100%. Oh, almost caught
Great
with
peek
his
from Jacob,
out.
though.
Yeah, Jacob has a nice double as well, the MP9. Onto MP9 and Rue. Almost a triple, but Bing swings through with a good trade. And Wine coming through from
What
B
a
main onto Kid
shot.
Hansi. They're able to get the bomb down. Oh, that
The
smoke spray.
spam barely off.
Let's say Booba almost falls to the smoke spray as well. And then you got Lek coming in from Canals.
This is going to be a
But
tough retake.
Wine's got... Oh.
That kill from Lek gives him an opening, but Booba on the 1 HP.
Yeah, it's a 2-on-2 retake, and that's really tough for this Bravo site. You
Lek
have
gets
so
the
many angles to
smoke up.
check. He has basically the smoke in. Both are peeking from
Oh, they
B
still have a
main.
molly on the T side.
Oh, and that is just absolutely
Yeah,
perfect.
that just shuts them out of it.
I was about to say.
They do have a kit, but yeah.
They do trying to run it, force him to defuse. They'll take the upright back. Bingus with a double for his efforts.
Some of these rounds, they feel like they get so close and chaotic, but when it comes down to it, I feel like Omen are showing that they are just clearly better in these high pressure, like retake situations, these 2v2s. I feel like they're pretty consistently coming out on top.
Yeah, they seem to thrive in this sort of chaotic environment. They may lose a man down. They may go down early. They may take HP disadvantages, but whenever it comes down to it, they're able to get the plants down pretty consistently. And even whenever YIPPEEE even have the site stack to their favor, they just unfortunately can't hold on to it.
Yeah,
And
I mean
Omen
that
have
round
just
was really simple from Omen too. I mean they got the information in A main that the op was there. They sort of pivoted that into E box and sort of caught that player from YIPPEEE maybe being a little too aggressive trying to get information and just pivoted that into the full site take.
Yeah, and like we were saying, like they thrive off the chaos. As soon as one goes down, they're gonna have an aggressive repeat towards it. You have consistently two either drop down from mid towards canals or poke over from T stairs. They'll go all the way towards dark E box, and they'll just like refrag. And then you have, I think it was Bing is pushing through B main. Like they're pushing from all sides. They're not letting up they're not letting up any sort of pressure, and they're just forcing YIPPEEE to make these hard decisions. And unfortunately, it's just not coming towards their favor. Omen looking pretty solid so far this game.
Yeah, I think my initial impression so far is I think YIPPEEE, they need to find a different avenue for their aggression if they want to have more success on their CT side here. Because right now, they've made those aggressive plays towards B main, and they've gotten space, they've traded it out, but it's never quite worked. And I think that Omen are kind of seeing the one-dimensionality of that and just saying, okay, we're just going to go elsewhere. Like, that strategy is not enough to beat us.
Yeah, and it's pretty interesting. YIPPEEE do have a top 500 player. They've got Jacob. He's number 208 for NA in NA ELO ranking. So it's not like they don't have the heavy hitters on their side. But looking at the record for the year, 0-2, they lost to Hyperspeed 13-8, and then they lost to Hivernia Squad 13-4. So they've had some pretty rough L's this season. And seeing how they're getting outpaced a little bit over towards this their CT side on Anubis makes me kind of wonder if they've got to start thinking outside the box, especially towards the CT side. As fickle as the economy is, and as crazy as the T's can mold these rounds and just dictate the pace of the game, you've got to start thinking outside of the box. You don't want to go 6-1 at the middle of this first half.
Yeah, I definitely think this is clearly the ball is in YIPPEE's court right now to really prove themselves on some of these rounds. I think YIPPEE, if they can get that op activated with an early pick somewhere, I think that would be a huge boost to their setup right now. If they can actually work a pick early on as CT, obviously on Anubis, easier said than done, but
Oh yeah.
frankly, with how Omen are playing, they really need to work an edge like that.
Oh yeah, I was about to say,
Mhm.
yeah, and Omen have just been able to exploit, especially this B site. Well, really, both sites have been exploited in some way, shape, or form, but this B site in particular, I've noticed has been pretty weak. They've stacked it fairly decently the majority of the rounds, and it really hasn't come out towards their favor. But we've also seen Omen miss a couple crucial op shots of their own. On the one round they lost, uh, I think it was maybe Bingus or it was Chris missing one or two crucial op shots to give YIPPEEE their first round of the game.
It would have been Ween on the op.
That was Wayne. Okay, yeah, I was about
Yeah.
to say. I can never remember I can never remember who the offer is. But yeah, I was about to say like the op can come in clutch so hard. That's like the one gun you want to save, especially towards this exploitable B site. If you want to like double stack over on Obelisk directly on B site and try to like because they've been you know how it is. You consistently smoke B main and dark towards the canals in order to like get the jump up on them. If you can double stack on Obelisk on B site, like you can try to get that pick if they decide to get a little cheesy with it or just like wait it out towards B main. Looks like we are back. YIPPEEE, as we said previously, somewhat of a I won't say disastrous, but lackluster CT side, down 1-5, but they're still got plenty of CS left to play. Looks like it's gonna be a straight pistol round for YIPPEEE as well. Upgraded pistols all around. But Wine, once again, cracking open that top. And, oh my goodness, through the smokes! Speaking of the devil, Lord have mercy. Booba, the first one to fall. You're going to break it open with a nade. And Bingus leading the charge onto the site. That will trigger the rotation for the rest of the YIPPEEE squad.
I'm a little worried Jacob's going to get a little too aggressive here.
Let's say Jacob did. Rue takes him out, and MP9 takes down Capansy as well. TBRY and Lect, the lone two CTs up, and through the smoke he goes. TBRY gets one, but gets traded out, and Lect is all that remains. A snapping turtle and nothing else. A couple of util, I should say. 3-5 on the game so far. Not the most impressive stat line, but definitely trying to carry his own weight.
Yeah, YIPPEEE, they've definitely gotten some confident-looking kills, some flashy-looking kills, but I'm just a little worried right now that they're not quite able to manage this B pressure well enough. The sort of game on Anubis of, you know, juggling that back and forth towards B site, when you push, when you don't push.
MP9 coming in real quick. Oh, he spots him out. Oh, this spray
Bit
is
of a messy
ugly.
spray.
But it's okay. Like, it's okay. Like, doesn't get the AK.
Yeah, wow, that's actually really unfortunate.
Let's just say that is clutch for Omen not giving away the AK despite their best efforts. But yeah, 1-6 on the board. YIPPEEE just they need to find something that sticks, and we've seen, it's not for a lack of effort. YIPPEEE have been getting kills consistently throughout the rounds.
They've certainly thrown ideas out there.
No, yeah, I think the only real lackluster performance I'm seeing is Capansy. 1-7 on the game so far. Booba falls once again to Wine's op. That's going to be salt in the wound.
Another flash for information in B.
Capansy, oh, pushing towards mid, takes down MP9, and that's another AK for their books. He's going to stick towards the mid, see if there's any reaggression.
I actually really like this.
It is a nice repeat.
It's a risk, but at this scoreline, they need to take some risks like this. Keeping this space definitely gives YIPPEEE a lot of information here.
But so you want to take as much map control as you can, especially with how the round has been playing out so far.
Oh, but this timing might not be good. Yeah, completely caught off by Ween. Just a free kill at mid, and now it's looking a lot like Lect is going to get 1v4'd on the A site.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. All by themselves. The Molly will come
misses, but
yeah, that's going to trigger a slow rotation.
Yeah,
through canals. They still haven't peeked towards sight though. Bingus making his way ever so slowly. Jacob and TBRY still in canals, slowly making their way through A main. But you've got Rue here
yet
waiting.
to get down. I almost do wonder if this retake could get out of hand for Omen.
The slow peek, not good. TBRY tries to get him with the flash, but it's no good. And Rue, my
just
lord,
locked in.
Rue and Ween, 2 doubles, and Chris with the kill of his own to finish out that round. 1 and 7 on the board for Omen.
Nice crispy start from Omen here. I mean, yeah, they're just really unfazed. Like, any of the timings YIPPEEE could have in that round, it seems like Omen have it covered. That mid play, the
100%.
A main play, like, they're not getting caught off.
And even if they are getting caught off, they're very quick to trade it out. Like, and it's just, I can understand why the CT player was so adamant towards looking at
another
from mid to canals, but just getting caught off guard by a mid repeat with the op, a hard scope, that's tough.
Oh, another B push perhaps coming out of the CTs here with Booba getting some space. Jacob gets caught.
Yeah, caught out right. Good, they're gonna catch him as well. Chris takes another kill to his name. 11 and 4 in the game.
Too.
Let's say Rue might get the double right here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the double take, not good enough. Rue spoken into existence. A double for Rue and a double for Chris. Who can get the last kill? T-Berry, a Deagle, and a Dream. 5 and 8 so far in the game. Looking a little more rough or rare. Stuck in canals, a rock and a hard
Even with
place.
the loss around, I kind of feel like Omen, they don't feel like they've really lost their footing at all this game. Like, that round that they lost is really just YIPPEEE playing well in a retake. And otherwise, I feel like Omen have really just essentially been in pole position this whole time.
Oh, 100%. Omen, it really just came out to like a really messy post plant and a really late like bomb plant and then a really messy post plant. They allowed one of the CCs to wrap around both CCs, I think, to wrap around all the way through A main and weren't able to set themselves up for the retake, and it just got completely exploited. And of course, unfortunately, we missed the op shot, and that really is what opened it up towards the successful retake by YIPPEEE. But like you said, Omen have been in pole position. They've been leading most of these laps, with the exception of one, which really, I mean, they were in a very close second. Bomb will go off, and man, it's been looking good. Ween's economy, over 10 G's in the bank.
Yeah, I mean, nothing to complain about from Omen's side. And, I mean, yeah, I mean, you just can't help but wonder, I mean, if you're YIPPEEE, what is working here? Like, it feels like, sure, they've been on bad eco, but it feels like they keep trying to fall back on these B pushes that are just very choreographed, and Omen are just not getting caught off by it.
Yeah, not at all. It's going to be a triple push towards mid and towards B. This A site completely exposed.
Oh, this is so unfortunate.
I was about to say, Chris just might calm this out towards the rest of his buddies. Free for the taking. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. They're going to go ahead and molly out A main as well. Oh, but Lekt and Kapansy getting 2 of their own.
That will definitely complicate things.
This is 3 on 4. Molly bouncing off of Rue's face.
The real question is if Kapansy's going to overplay his hand on the flank here, or if he's going to wait.
I was about to say, like, Rue could get aggressive with that.
Just a little too soon, and now they know that all the CTs are coming from this side, and the Ts can play this more comfortably, I'd say. The CTs have smokes to make this work, but they got to get them out.
Yeah, but you're still in, like, a really weird position as the T side. Like, you're all still gathered over towards A main. Stuck with a bomb, they're gonna go ninja defuse it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, the spray is almost there. No scope. Okay, Chris, I didn't know you had it in you, brother.
That round was so strange because Omen actually had a fantastic read. I mean, it was literally perfect. They had free A side at the start of that round, but they just really kind of lost some of these picks that set them up for this sort of awkward post plant.
Another awkward post plant. They immediately all fell back towards A main, not trying to hold the majority of their ground. And I think it's really these post plants on both rounds that they've lost. It's some really awkward post plants and they haven't been able to like solidify their positions, and it really comes back to bite them in the butt.
Oh wait, that is actually a missed timing.
Yeah, let's say Ween with an opening op kill towards mid. Chris with an ugly spray.
Chris
finally gets one, but Boob with the trade onto the sniper of Ween. He's gonna make this a 4-on-3, still in Omen's favor. T-Berry though, pushing all the way from B main towards T-spawn. MP9 slowly making his way towards Rue.
I don't know if this rotate's gonna be fast enough.
This is really weird. Especially T-Berry's pushing all the way now. What an absolutely insane look. This is so much information for the CT side.
Yeah,
YIPPEEE
but see,
have read them
Jacob's
like a book.
hesitating. He's kind of holding mid. I'm not sure what's
Listen,
going
he's only
on.
towards CT spawn. They're still expecting a rotate.
And they got bomb back. This puts Booba in an awkward position.
It's about to be. It's a 1v3 with the up. Oh, a disgusting shot. Ooh.
Chris
Second
trades
shot
it out
misses.
though.
And Jacob, a quick rotation all the way through mid now. He's gonna go for the retake by himself by the looks of it. Gets the opening spray. Can he get two? Not quite. And T Berry cracking open the smoke. Oh, and Chris trying to hold his own in no man's land, but doesn't come up with it. And that's gonna be a third for YIPPEEE.
That is honestly kind of fascinating that now all of Omen's lost rounds have been B post plants or A post plants. Sorry, that's kind of interesting. I think it's probably just coincidental, but it is kind of interesting that it's worked out that way.
That's one for the obscure stat book right there for
Yeah.
Counter-Strike trivia. As we see for the stat boards along the game, some impressive numbers put up by some of these teams.
I mean,
Rue 14-4.
What I'll certainly say is I really like that energy out of YIPPEEE that round. They just straight up took it straight through mid. They didn't really respect what Omen were doing, and I think that's what YIPPEEE need to do if they want this game to be close.
I think because they have pushed through mid, it was like I think it was just maybe Booba or T Berry. It was like a singular CT push through mid the first time they went mid aggro, and then this previous round it was like 2 or 3 push through mid aggro, and it really came out to their favor. It'll be interesting to see if they decide to do the same thing, because Omen were pretty caught off guard with that strat. They were really stuck in like awkward position. Like no one wants to be in A main for as long as they were. Especially towards the end of round. Oh, and I was about to say Juan catches him out with the op. He's gonna molly him out. Another blind shot through the smoke. No connections.
Oh wait, whoa! This is so strange. What?
Bing is pushing through by himself with the smoke. That is an awkward push.
Yeah, maybe they had bad information there. I think they must have thought that Booba was forced out with that molly. I don't think they realized that Booba was still there. But I'm not sure YIPPEEE have adjusted their setup quite quick enough here, because Omen are getting a lot of quick space towards mid.
Yeah, they're going to do a mid push. Looks like a 2-pronged attack, maybe towards A. You've got Booba now pushing towards mid, maybe hanging around towards the CT spawn. Might be going towards sewers. That way he can walk in for a quick rotate all the way around the world. He does, so it's going to be a 3A, 2B now. They're going to smoke off the back portion of mid. They're going to very slowly activate towards his A side. They've got about 30 seconds. Nice opening kill by Ween, though.
Ooh, a bit of accidental body blocking. Booba trades out Ween.
Booba getting 2. Booba getting 3. Chris finally taking him out. They've got about 19 seconds. They have a little bit of time. They still have plenty of time to plant.
Okay, we have another post plant on A.
It's a 2v2.
Ooh, a little messy from MP9, but he gets it.
Omen? Omen looking a little bit better. It was another scary post plant. But
I was a little worried it was going to be 3 consecutive round losses on A post plants.
He had to do the real quick double take from camera player to sewer player back to camera player. But I mean, in the end, he got the double. And that's what really matters. Securing the kills, getting the dub. 9-3, man. Honestly, like you really couldn't have a better half coming in towards the ZT side if you're Omen. Like that's what you really want to do. This is absolutely punishing for YIPPEEE. If you don't win this pistol, or at least the pistol +1, it's looking pretty tough. You're already fighting an uphill battle as it is.
Looks like a bit of a slow default here out of YIPPEEE on their T pistol. They're vaguely set up for a B crunch finish, but Omen seem very unfazed by A. They're leaving it pretty open.
Yeah, it looks like just MP9 lingering around towards mid entrance to A site. And then, yeah, I was about to say, you had, I do believe that's
I'm not
what's
too
like
confident in
left.
this setup, though. This is very unorthodox from Omen.
Yeah, it's kind of wonky. Oh
Chris
my
was
goodness.
kind of playing a
They
bit of a
tucked in
bait
towards
situation.
they tucked in towards the Kerrigan corner. He gets 2 for his efforts, but Booba gets a quick trade. And Ween once again taking on T-Berry and Booba. And it's Optic Pants. He can't find any other trades. And that is another solid round for Omen.
Just feel like if you can play a setup like that confidently and make it work, that really says a lot. I mean, just letting your teammate bait you like that, trusting them to get the frags, I think that definitely says a lot about how Omen are playing versus YIPPEEE right now.
I honestly kind of want to listen to Omen's comms for real. And just listen to, like, especially with the push, because they completely missed Chris. He was over by,
Absolutely.
like, that corner over where Kerrigan holds a lot whenever he's holding that site. They, like, literally did a double take, completely missed him, and he was able to get 2 before he fell. But they're going to go and force him over here. SMGs, I mean, you did get the bomb plane. You got SMGs across the board.
Ooh.
A decent amount of util.
They look like they plan on popping through this lurk smoke, but
Yeah, it's going to be tough. But say, you've already been...
with this crossfire here,
MP9 spraying it down with the MP9. Chris and MP9 getting killed of their own. Chris gets a double for his efforts. Now it's all to Booba and Jacob. 2v3. HP looking
this low
rather
HP
weak.
against the rifles is
Yeah,
just brutal.
let's say the triple M4 setup round 2 of the second half is absolutely diabolical. Not even getting the
just
plant
no
down.
room. No room at all.
Yeah. Chris with the triple in the round looking fantastic. 20-7 on the game so far.
Yeah, at this point, YIPPEEE definitely have their backs against the wall. I mean, what do you do here? You force up and then you're screwed on 12, or save and then you're on match point at 3 rounds. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't have that much money in the bank right now. At this point, it's almost like I think it was a very similar line towards Gamer Legion Fnatic today whenever they were playing for the Austin qualifier. It was like 11-3.
I believe
And
you are correct.
yeah, it was 11-3. And Gamer Legion came back to, I think, around 7 or 8 on the board. Couldn't pull it through. But it was
Yeah, and it
definitely the
looks like
stages of a
YIPPEEE are
comeback.
going to opt to buy into this one.
But say
Probably their best choice.
go hard or go home. You don't want to play for OT, especially this early in the game.
Yeah.
Every round matters. You don't want to start the ESEA season 0-3. That's just
MP9,
diabolical.
of course, staying true to their namesake.
Hell yeah. MP9 has played. MP9 has seemed to be like the more aggressive aggro player. He does a lot of entry work from what I've seen, and he gets a lot of those really nice off angles, especially with the SMGs to be able to farm some of these kills. Like pushing the
Yeah,
very
certainly.
quickly, though. Oh, and speaking of double MP9,
Oh,
getting a
just
quick double
tearing
for his
heads
efforts.
off.
Jacob,
with a
though,
good
2
double.
of his own, and it's going to be a 3-on-2. Once again, a little bit of a more difficult retake. Rue might
the
get him with the
HE.
frag. Oh, so close, but not quite. Booba stands tall. But only 17 HP to his name. Bingus with the slow
Ooh,
swing
great
takes
clear.
out the bomb holder, and that will be 12-3 in favor of Omen.
Yeah, I mean, just phenomenal peaks, just tearing their heads off. I mean, you know, Jacob tried his best, but I mean, what do you even do there? I mean, you go into the site, you try to entry, and it's just headshot, headshot, headshot.
I mean, I can't fault him for it. Yeah, you're forced up to do, like, I mean, a fairly default B exec with the double 2-prong push. I mean, it's not for a lack of good effort, but, you know, at what point you just kind of gotta tuck your loss and just think of something else. Now we see them a little bit more spread apart. All the way across the map in reality. We still got
Yeah, and I mean,
very over towards T-spawn, wrapping all the way around. They try to give
honestly,
as little information as possible.
I'm a little shocked YIPPEEE didn't try to at least get one AK out, even if that meant less util, because at this point, I feel like they'd be better off going that route.
Yeah, and I think they're waiting for Omen to get aggressive with this, but Omen don't really care. MP9 pressing up a little
Yeah,
bit towards B main, but yeah, they're
it
not gonna
feels
like
like
overplay their
meaningless
hand.
map control. Like Omen have already pushed through B main. They're not really scared. They know mid's open, but they don't really care.
You've
But
got Ruin MP9 over towards B main holding it, and you just got looks like Bingus and Wine over here towards the A. So they can smoke it real quick, but that might activate these T's to break it open with a frag.
this
Into
timing is
post.
definitely a little bit unfortunate for Omen, I think. This is going to put a lot of pressure onto Bingus and Ween.
That's another smoke. Wine gonna smoke mid to A. Timing might come
8
quick.
seconds left, and
Ooh. The
Ween
trade
gets
is
the
good
trade
by
out,
Wayne.
but
Yeah, the trade is
MP9 on the
good.
fast flank.
Oh, and Wayne coming in clutch. Oh my goodness, Lord have mercy, a triple for his efforts.
Yeah, just getting...
And MP9 coming in with that nice lurk from A main, and that is what a commanding 13-3 victory for Omen Esports.
Most certainly. Yeah, I mean, YIPPEEE, like we were saying, I mean, it feels like they never really had a chance to even get a lead in this game at all. Unfortunately for them, Omen were just definitively playing better. Their reads were great, and other than a little bit of success towards the A side, I mean, YIPPEEE kind of fell flat.
Yeah, Omen definitely could. Their post plants were occasionally, especially on the A side, were a little sloppy. Felt like they were caught on the back foot every once in a while. But I mean, you look at the scoreboard. You've got two players, Jacob and Abuba, just breaking double digits in the kills, whereas you have 16, 16, 20
Yeah, I mean,
for
another fantastic
Winewood and
performance from
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. 20 and 8 at 2.5 KD.
I'm
Oh my
impressed by the 60% headshots
That's
on
absolute
Chris.
insanity. I was about to say, like these guys are just headshot machines, especially coming from like, and I think I was talking to Bingus whenever he just finished wrapping up season 52 ESEA main. He was like, yeah, like the bottom of advanced, there's like the skill level from the top of main to the bottom of advanced is like so drastic. But I mean, Omen have been coming out strong.
Yeah, they
3
look
and
very
0 so
comfortable with the start to
far.
their season.
I was about to say,
And I
like,
mean, these games haven't even been particularly close. I mean, the closest one so far has been, I think, the game against Virio Pro, which was a 13-7.
yeah, they won 13-7 against the two previous games, I do believe. Barreo Pro and which one was it?
Amped. Yeah, those are both the same scoreline.
Yeah, but oh my goodness, like honestly, I'm excited because I know they play again Wednesday. I
Yeah,
don't
this
know
is what
who.
you want to see out of Omen.
I was about to say, dare I don't want to jinx it, but dare we see them go 4-0?
And this is going to be interesting because their next matchup is against Aether, who, as far as I understand it, are one of the more solid teams inside of Advance.
I still have to check either. But yeah, oh my goodness, what an exciting start to season 53 North American Advanced ESEA. Oh my goodness, this brand new team coming out strong. They weren't the champions out of ESEA main, but fought darn hard to get where they are, and they're showing their best foot forward. I am excited to see what they come up with on Wednesday. But
Absolutely.
I think that'll do it with us for the night. Uh, we will be here on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. for the next game that they will be playing. But I do believe you and Amy are hosting a match tomorrow. Is that correct? Tuesdays and
Yeah,
Thursdays?
yeah.
This is y'all host Priority Esports.
Mhm.
So we will be hosting, or this channel will be hosting another match tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, if my friendly neighborhood Counter Strike aficionados want to come in and watch another good old ESCA match. Should be a whole lot of fun. But that will be it for us for the night. I am your friendly neighborhood host, Smokey, and alongside me, Expo. Appreciate everyone coming out and having a grand time with us. Hope to see y'all next time
Bye.
around.